If I would tell you right now, be honest with yourself. If I would tell all the audience, look, if you're gonna work 80 hours a week for the next year without making any money, you're gonna be financially free for the rest of your life. Would you do it?
What's up, traders? Welcome back to Bali in Indonesia. I'm here today with Merlin. Merlin, what's up?
Yes. Hi, Etienne. Thank you for having me on the show today.
Pleasure to hear you, of course. So I've been thinking this villa for already 2 days now. It's kind of a villa with different traders. And we just talk, we exchange about trading and stuff and different topics. So I want to kind of get some background on you, Merlin. Tell people like who you are and a bit of background about yourself.
So my name is Merlin De Santis. I'm from Montreal, Canada. And I've been traveling the world for about 5 years now, seeing parts of the world. I'm someone who's passionate about people, someone who loves to discover different cultures. I love to eat food, meet people, meet interesting people, and especially trade Forex, of course. And yeah, I've started trading about 2 years ago full time, and that's where I got my so I really started to understand the game and go get some content out of that and learn how to reach some sort of freedom in my day-to-day. And it's been great. Honestly, it's been very good, and to meet people like you in my life and have amazing people come on my way, it's been great. And I'm in love with life right now.
Nice. So let's go back in time a little bit. I want to hear how you started to trade. What was like the first moment of you getting into trading exactly?
First moment I started trading really was when I saw friends around in my circle started trading, getting good success out of it, and it got me intrigued. And then I'm someone that's extremely curious. So when I saw that, I've just started studying online, and with time I had a company at the time. I sold that company and just invested all the money back into Forex in my trading account and just grew it from there. That's it, honestly.
So were you successful from the start, or did you have to go through some maybe challenges, some tough times to get to where you are now?
Oh my God! I mean, it's been horrible. It's been hard. It's been very, very hard. I started trading the first week was amazing. I mean, I was making so much money out of my phone. I couldn't believe it. And then the next month, I blew it all up. Blew up all the profits I made the first week. And it really cut me back and brought me back on earth and be like, okay, that game is real. So I really started to trade in a better way, to learn more about before doing actions. And it was hard. It was very, very hard. First few months then afterwards were very slow, and then had an upward movement, got a little bit of arrogant towards the market, and then lost a big part of my account. Not like 10-15% of the account in 1 month, so that was horrible for me. And then I stopped trading for like a month. I went to travel. I've taken a step back, and I came back very strong. And of course, I mean, look, even if you're successful, even if you're working hard, if you're a good trader, you've been trading for 10 years, it's always up and downs. You cannot have always upwards. It doesn't exist in that business. So if you guys want to look, you look for something that's going to be easy and just something is always going to go upward and positive, and it's not your business. You shouldn't be doing that type of business. It's always up and down, and it's not about how much up and downs you're going to get. It's how you deal with them. So if you learn about yourself, and you learn about trading and about how you want to trade, how your brain works, then you're going to be able to adapt it to your trading and grow from that.
So how exactly did you learn trading? What did you have to do to become better?
Chart time, honestly. I've done a lot of. Sorry for my English. I speak French usually. I'm from Montreal. Remember, okay? French Canadian. Chart time, reading a ton of books. I've spent a lot of money taking planes to meet people, just to meet people and invest in myself. I wanted to get these meetings with hedge fund managers or brokers or whoever I could get in touch with that was part of the industry. I really wanted to be part of it. So I've met a lot of people. I've bought a lot of documents, a lot of bank documents, a lot of, and I've just filtered it to that. So chart time, meeting people like yourself, connecting with smart people like yourself. And, we're not just you and I, there's many people. And that's about it, yeah. Mm.
I'm thinking about, so what does that look like? You try to meet a hedge fund manager when you're not trading profitably. How did you approach things? What did you have to kind of do to be able to meet these people?
You approach them by being a student. When you go towards someone and you want them to teach you something, you cannot go and say, hey, what's up? I'm making all that money, blah, blah, blah. Could you teach me something? I want to make more. You have to get the approach of a student. Hey, hi. You have to be honest. Just be honest. Just say what's happening. Tell the truth. Saying what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your physical world. And ask. Ask for help. If you ask for help, I've never had someone refusing to help me. Some people are very busy, though. Some people I swear to God, some people are so busy, they won't answer their friends' messages for a year. Very busy people exist. They have a family, they have a business, they have a trading account, they have all these things. So you cannot take it personal. You have to really, it's just you in this game. There's no one else. So it's you, and then go ask some help. And if they have time, they're going to give it to you. I'm pretty sure of it.
Mm-hmm. What I've seen people do wrong, I think, is that they're at both extremes of that. They're either too arrogant or too desperate to ask for help. And that's where it doesn't work.
That's true. Too desperate, people feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be confident and independent. I say that to everyone. If you're not independent of yourself, the relationship with someone else will not work. If you are dependent on someone else in a relationship, whether it's love, business, trading, whatever the fuck it is, it will not work. You have to be independent. Look at this guy. There's no one more independent than Etienne.
That's awesome. It's doing so well so far. So I want to know about your trading style right now. What do you trade? What does that look like?
Yeah, I have my personal trading plan, which is very, very easy. I've been creating it for over a year, monitoring it, back testing it, and make it very, very good. And I just follow it. So it's basically, between H1 and H4 right now, swings. I usually take swing trades, but now with the market, moving weirdly with all these fundamentals, I don't look at fundamentals. I used to look at it, but now it's just a mess. Trade war, Brexit, all these shit. I don't want to be part of that. So I looked at technicals. I have my levels, and I'm just following them. I'm following my plan, respecting it, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Has this been the style you've been doing for all the time, or did you before that had a different style or different ways to trade?
Always the same. Well, before that style, I wasn't making money. So I had to create a plan. Uh-huh. You need a plan. That's it. You need to either build up your own plan or buy it from someone or take a course, whatever you do. You have to have a plan. If you're lost, you need to have direction from someone. You really need that.
Mm-hmm. What does your plan look like on a kind of physical level? Is it like a 10-page document? Is it like a 1 page? Is it like a three whiteboard or something?
My plan?
Yeah.
I know, it's very easy, very simple, extremely, extremely simple. It's composed of EMAs. It's composed of secret time candle charts. So I said I use H1 and H4, but it's not that. I just cannot tell you. It's secret. Etienne knows it. Don't tell them. But it's just like that, and it's beautiful, honestly. And all the plans work. You don't need many plans work. The reason why you need a plan is that if you want to grow, if you want to monitor yourself, you need to follow a plan, or else when you go back in time, let's say you don't follow your plan and then you make a few losses, a few wins, you cannot go back in time and see what you did wrong because you took the trade by emotion. So you don't remember your emotions. You could remember a little bit, but when you monitor it and you follow a strict plan, then you can go back in time and say, oh, okay, that's what I did wrong in the plan. Let's modify it on that pair and let's change it that way on this other pair, and then you can grow from there and build one. And I mean, if you really follow your plan like letter to letter, at some point, maybe it's going to take 5 years or 10 years, I don't know. But at some point, your plan's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, you took it and adjusted over time. That's awesome. The thing is, I know a lot of people that have plans, but then they don't follow it. So how were you able to kind of follow your plan all the time, or most of the time?
So that's an interesting question. That's the biggest part about trading is the mental. I could give out my plans to all of you guys right now, and I would say 90% of them wouldn't even follow it. Why? Why is it so difficult to follow your plan? The mental game. People grow in a different way in life than they need to grow in trading. Trading is a different thing. There's trading and there's life. It's two different things. You cannot apply strict like psychology rules of life in trading. You need to separate them, and you need to build yourself a bulletproof mindset from these emotions and stay extremely rational. And how do you do that? Well, you work out. You eat well, you read books, you travel, you be alive, okay? That's why I started that movement, Alive movement, and I want to share it with people. It's just to be more happy with yourself, to have more confidence. They don't have confidence. Most of people, that's what they do. I get tons of emails, from charts. They send me their historic, like chart history, etc., like trade history, and they let run a profitable trade that would have made 800 pips. I mean, crazy pips. They closed it at 5 pips in profit, and then you look at their loss, and they've closed it minus 200 pip, and it was negative. It never went down or up, whatever sense they thought it was going to go. Why? Confidence. Because in life, when you have too much, you feel scared of losing it. When you have nothing, you feel desperate and you're just like, fuck this. They attach psychology rules of life to trading. That's the biggest mistake. You cannot do that. You have to separate those.
Mm-hmm. So what's the answer? Do you just have to kind of try something out and say fuck it and just do it, or for some time to get some results and then you build your confidence? Okay. Or is there a way to get confidence first, then to do it properly after?
Okay, so that's my opinion. If you have a plan, just cut down your emotions. Forget about your emotions, your psychology, whatever. Forget about all of that. Just follow a strict plan. That's the first step. That's the best way to do it because it's the easiest way. If you want to be like trading in the mood and like just looking at the charts and like seeing what's going on and like, then you have to be like some sort of fucking yoga master, like meditation master, because it's going to be very hard. So start by having a plan and be able to follow it without emotions before trying to control your emotions while trading. So that's what I would say. Start with a plan, and then on the way up, start working on your emotions and grow yourself.
Nice, awesome. And so what would be the advice for people that have no plan and have no resource or no way to create one? They say, well, like I want to find a strategy somewhere, but I don't know where to find it.
Okay. I'm a big fan of creating your own plan. I believe that's the best way to do it. And I understand it's very hard to do so, and it can be lost, and it can feel very lonely to do so. But you have to do it. And if you feel you're having a hard time, look, there's nothing easy. It's impossible You should see the villa we're in. I mean, it's a $2 million villa in Bali. We're in the early 20s. We're trading Forex. It's an amazing lifestyle. I've never met someone who's successful who's been like, oh, it's been so easy.
And they didn't put in any work, no?
No, it's very extremely hard. It takes time. I mean, if I would tell you right now, be honest with yourself. If I would tell all the audience, look, if you're going to work 80 hours a week for the next year without making any money, you're going to be financially free for the rest of your life. Would you do it?
Yeah, I would.
Of course, everyone says that. And the audience is going to say, of course I would. So then do it.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
That's where the vision is really good. But when it comes to doing it, then that's where people fall short.
And of course, they fall short because there's obstacles and they cannot take it over. Why? They don't have confidence in themselves. That's it. They think they're going to fail. They think, what happens if I fail? They're afraid of losing something that they don't even have, which is freedom. Life is all about freedom. If you don't have freedom, you don't have anything right now to lose. So just do it. Just do it. If you think you want to do something, do it. That's it. Start fucking working and then enjoy the process. This guy has been doing what he's doing for 5 years and more. It takes time. It's not overnight. It doesn't take a year. It takes minimum 2 years. Minimum, like 2 to 3 years to really. Even I've said 2 years. I'm very small. I'm just starting. I just started with a big account because I sold the company before. That's the only reason. So if I would have started with a 10K or 50K account at the beginning, then I would be patient. Yeah. Let's say 10K, which is like it's $10,000. It's a good balance to start with. I believe so. Then if you would keep your job, get $10,000, get a mentor, get a course, or work very hard, buy a plan, whatever it is, do something, go get some support, whatever you need, you feel like, and then give yourself 3 years. Say, let's learn 3 years and grow this account, this 10K account to, whatsoever. Yeah. And then once you're at 100K, you can really start, okay, now this shit's real. Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, it has to be a 3 year of smart work, not just like random work.
Exactly.
People think you can trade all day and that's work, but that's not work.
It's not work.
Yeah.
You need to be super focused and super, sorry, it's very hot. It's very hot in Bali right now. This guy's not sweating. I always sweat. It's very hard. You need to be focused. You need to be focused. It's not just go on your charts and, you need to have a plan, organize yourself, have a schedule, and putting out the work in a very efficient way for 3 years. I guarantee you, if you do this, you will succeed 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It comes down to the fact that even people that buy, let's say, my training in the academy, people that put in the work get results, people that don't. That's it.
That's it.
That's the truth. I want to hear about something that you mentioned earlier, which I'm kind of curious about. You talk about trading avatar or trader avatar. Yeah. What is that about?
So trading avatar is all about creating yourself a persona, like a character, some sort of cartoon that when you start trading, look, when you trade, you need to be selfish. You need to be closed-minded because you need to be with yourself. You cannot let others' opinion on trades affect yours. You need to be a fucking asshole. That's the truth. And if you're an asshole in real life, you're not going to have a very happy life. Yeah, I'm not an asshole. I love people. But, ask anyone who knows me. When I start trading, when I take even with these guys at the Villa, everyone comes here. When I take trades, I'm very secretive. I'm very with myself. I go in my room, I take my trades. I do my analysis around other people, but I don't ask a lot of questions. I have my plan, I respect, and I'm with myself. It's my business, it's me, it's my trades, not yours. Mm-hmm. And that's what a trading avatar is just to build yourself up a persona, a profile of trader and respect it. So when you click in it, like reinventing yourself, some sort of reinventation of how you live and how you act psychologically.
Is that profile the same for everyone, or is that going to vary person to person?
Every person has a different, of course. Like every person is a different person in real life.
But there are traits that are common to everyone.
Of course. But everyone has a different approach to it, mentally and technically.
Interesting. So that would include kind of like your style, your strategy, your plan.
Yeah.
And then there are some things that could be common to everyone.
Exactly.
Interesting. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I want to hear about your travel. You've been traveling for a while now. You've been going to different countries, different places.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I love food. I love discovering new cultures. I hate being in the same place for all the time. All my life, I was going in a school when I was very young, 8 years old, and I was sitting always on the window, on the desk next to the window, because I was looking outside and looking at it. I was like, when I'm 18, I'm gonna leave. And the day I turned 18, I went to see my dad and said, "Dad, I'm leaving." And he said, "Yeah, right, blah, 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 blah." I booked the flight, and on Thursday I was gone. I said, "Where's my son?" So it was gone. Didn't come back for 2 years. And then came back, stayed in Montreal, built the company, sold it, and then went back again. And it's just been good. I love traveling. I really do. And not knowing where I'm going to go next. The unknown is a beautiful thing. The freedom. I would hate to be at one place all the time. It just makes me anxious. I don't perform well, or I'm just not happy.
Mm-hmm. I think from what I've seen from being here for 2 days, the fact that when you go to different places, like you might be used to one place, but when you go to different places, you get different ideas, different views, different perspectives, and those can be worth a lot.
Yes, you meet new people, etc. And you meet amazing people. There's a lot of people in the Forex industry who are doing amazing things, traders, communities, brokers. There's a big movement of what's going on, and I love it. And I want to meet those people.
It's awesome. How do you maintain trading when traveling?
Very easy. I have a schedule. I have a very, very tight schedule. I respect it very well. And I'm a very easygoing trader. I look at the charts not more than 3 hours per day. And then that's it. Whatever I do, I just look at the charts. It can be 10 minutes, a bunch of times in the day. And I'm at a point where my plan is very precise. So I have a set of rules, and when it works. It works. I have 99% win rate. It almost always works. When it doesn't work, it's because of a news or like some fundamental movement that I didn't expect, etc. But it really works. First of all, because I have a very, very tight stop loss. So when I hit a stop, it doesn't affect me. And when I get in profit, I go break even very fast. I'm like 10 pips break even. So, it's very fast break even. I trade pound pairs. So, 10 pips on GN, it's 1 minute. Mm-hmm. So it goes very fast, and I can just lay down. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work. I don't mind.
Awesome. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what are kind of your plans for the future? Where do you want to get to?
Obviously, I'd love to grow my account. I'd love to share this with people. I'm at a point in my life where I want to start sharing. I want to start bringing people into that vision. That's why I started Alive, which is me in a vision. And I want to share that with people. And I want to really turn into more of a mentor and more of a guide. I'm not going to sell courses. I'm not going to do all of that. I support people like you sell courses and programs because it's very good and it's technical and it really helps people. Where I want to come help is really the mental part and the more spiritual part of trading. And I've been switching and slowly switching to I trade less. Like the few last 3 months, I've been going very slow in trades because I'm investing a lot of myself into Alive, into what it is. We're going to open a brokerage firm eventually with it. We want to start centers. We want to create collaborations with communities like yours. And we're not trying to be a community. We're not. It's more of a vision. It's more of like an enlightenment and to help people be more mentally strong. And it's been great. So I want to work on that 100% and meet more people, spend more time with you, more people like you, get to know more people, and grow from there. That's the plan for the next 18 months, I would say.
Nice, awesome. I know you like the kind of vibe, like music and stuff, and spirituality and everything, and being relaxed. So what do you think is the role of spirituality in trading? Why do you think that helps, and what have you seen people kind of achieve with that as well?
Spirituality is a personal achievement. It is not in any way attached to Forex. Forex is attached to you, and spirituality is attached to you. So indirectly, it's attached to themselves. But spirituality will help you. I mean, look, spirituality is a very broad matter. You can be Muslim, you can be Christian, I don't care. Being spiritual means being self-enlightened to life and to other people, and just to be happy and to grow in happiness. If you're not happy, you're doing something wrong. That's it. And I want people to live like that. I don't want people to be trading and be stressed all day on their computers and be so stressed and anxious and not, they need to be happy, to enjoy the process, to trust it and to grow. If they don't trust it, they will not grow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I believe the two things that we have in common that we want to help people achieve is spirituality, happiness, and freedom.
Yeah.
I think those are pretty important.
Yeah, absolutely. It's top.
Yeah.
Freedom, spirituality, happiness, freedom, health. Boom.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
where it ends.
Pretty awesome. So where can people find you if they want to connect with you or reach out after this interview?
People can find me on it. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not cool as Etienne. Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel. So I really just don't have the time, honestly. But I would love to do it. You can find me on Instagram at Merlin De Santis. I'm sure you can tag me.
I'll put links below, of course.
Merlin De Santis. I'm very active on Instagram. I get a lot of DMs recently because all this collaboration, etc. So maybe I won't answer right away, but I'm going to be sure to, after he posts this interview, to look at. So if you guys have any questions regarding being alive, you can, Etienne's part of it, so you can ask Etienne, you can ask him. If I don't answer it, it really doesn't matter. And if you want to slide a DM on my profile, I'll be more than happy to answer and to all of your guys' questions. And it was such a pleasure. Honestly, thank you so much for coming to the villa and have this time with us. I really, really appreciate it. This guy is very humble. This guy is very, very humble. He's a good companion. He's a very good mentor to have. If you're looking for anyone, you don't hesitate. Just take Etienne's mentorship. Follow him. He's very true. He's very real, and that's why he's here with us right now. Either if he wouldn't be, I wouldn't have invited him. So, man, thank you so much to get me on that interview.
A few more questions for you, of course. So, first thing first, you guys can comment with your questions. If you have any questions, just make sure you comment there. I'll make sure that Merlin responds to your question in the comment section. So that's going to be your job. And the other thing is, we talk about your goals, but what's your motivation for Alive? And why do you want to get this done? So
Alive is a project that I've started with a Scandinavian Capital Markets, which you met, which is a SCM, which is a big brokerage firm in Sweden. Personally, I think the best brokerage firm. Forex brokers, the only thing is that they accept bigger accounts, it's big, they work with institutions, etc. And I wanted to have a different approach to that. So I've worked with them alongside them to create Alive to be a more retail brokerage firm. And when I started that, that's where the ID started. The name started from there. And then it just grew from there to becoming more of a vision. Because we were self-thinking about how can we make a difference? And we really want to help people, but we don't want to encounter or go against communities like you. We don't want to be like, no, be with Alive, not Etienne. we want to be like, go with Etienne. Because he's real and he works good and what he does is true and is good. We don't want to be against anyone. And from the brokerage ID, and from, it's a very big infrastructure. I mean, it's a $1 million infrastructure, and it's costed a lot of time, and we're very proud of what we're building right now. And we cannot wait to share what's going to come and to share the projects and things we're building alongside that vision. But don't forget, Alive is the first thing. What Alive is, it's a vision. It's a way of living. You can start to be alive right now at home. Just be happy, okay? Be around people like Etienne and I. Do what you need to do to succeed and be confident. You're amazing. The world, you're part of the universe. Everyone is part of the world. Everyone is amazing. I don't know what religion you believe in. I don't care about that. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart that you are amazing and you deserve to have self-confidence. It is not arrogant to be self-confident. When you're going to start being confident in your daily life, people are going to say, oh, well, Merlin is arrogant. These are chicken talking. And chicken only fly when they're frightened and scared.
That's pretty well said. Love this. And so I have this question I ask all my guests at the end of the interview. So the question is, if you could give people one piece of advice on how they can thrive or achieve their goals as traders, what would that one piece of advice be?
Okay. I take that from a mentor, from someone else, which has really, really helped me. Think about all the things, the bad things that have happened to your life. Think about all the moments where you were broke or where you lost someone. I don't know what personally you've lived, but everyone had bad moments. Think about these moments. Remind yourself of them. Remind yourself of how lucky you are right now at the moment. And imagine that you have a brick wall behind you. And there's no other way to go than forward. Tunnel vision. Imagine you have a brick wall behind you and you cannot go backwards. You have to move. And how do you do that, will you say? Well, think about the gratitude that you should have right now. Think about the bad moments you've lived. And this is going to make you wake up in the morning with so much energy. And you're going to be happy and you're going to work hard. And you're going to see the little thing that happens in your life as stupid things that you shouldn't be affected by. And you're going to be so more efficient, and so you're going to see amazing things. Your life's going to change tomorrow. Think about that. Just wake up tomorrow morning. Imagine you have a brick wall. Think about all the shit that has happened in the past. Be grateful for where you are right now, for the health you have, and I guarantee you will send me a DM saying thank you.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Merlin.
Thank you so much.
And we'll catch you guys back in the next episode, of course.